For this video lesson, we will talk about the measures of position. There are three measures of position. The first one is quartiles. So yung quartile, it divides an ordered data. So again, an ordered data, it means that they are arranged accordingly into four equal parts. So it means that each part has 25% because when you divide 100% into four equal parts, so meron tayong tig-tig 25% each part. So example, so you have to divide this one line into four equal parts. So first part, second part, third part, and fourth part. And yung ating divider sa bawat isa ay tinatawag nating quartiles. Quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3. In quartile 1, it is 25% pababa. So 25% below ay buong quartile 1. In quartile 2, simula dito sa quartile 2, pababa ay meron tayong 50% ng data. And that is what we call also the median. Since median means middle, so sa gitna, which is 50%, is quartile 2. For the quartile 3 is 75%. So simula dito sa line na to, hanggang pababa, yung portion na yan ay buong quartile 3. So it means that 75% of the data pababa. Okay? So that is number one measures of position, which is quartile. So second is decile. Decile, from the word dec, divide an ordered data into into 10 equal parts. It means that each of them has 10%. So example, you have one line and you have to divide this by 10 equal parts. So it means that in 10 equal parts, there are 9 lines, D1 until D9. So for every D or D decile, it has 10%. So D1 has 10%, D2 has 20%, D3 is 30%, and so on and so forth. So in this case, D5 is also the median of decile because it has 50%. And decile 5, the equivalent of it in quartile is quartile 2 because they have the same percentage, which is 50%. And they are the same because they are both median. Okay, next. How about the percentile? The third measure of position is percentile. It means that the ordered set data is divided into 100 equal parts. It means that there is only 1% bawat isang percentile. So, hindi natin mahahati ng 100, masyadong mahaba. Gawin natin siyang by 10. But percentile 1 means 1%. So kung percentile 10 yan, meron din tayong 10%. And percentile 10 is also equivalent to decile 1 dahil parehas po silang may 10%. Okay, so equivalent din sila. Percentile 25 is also 25%. And it also equivalent to quartile 1 kasi parehas silang may 25%. For the percentile 50, it's 50% kasi meron po tayong P50. So, meron tayong 50%. At the equivalent nito ay the median or sa quartile, it's quartile 2. At ang decile, it's decile 5. And percentile 75 has 75% also. So, percentile 75, equivalent into quartile is quartile 3 kasi nga siya ay 75% din. The percentile 90 naman is 90%, no? So, again, pabelow ulit yan. Kamukha lang sila, pabelow. From here, pababa ay 90%. Yun ang data. So, 90% P90. So, that is equivalent of decile 9, which is also 90%. Pero sa percentile, mag-start siya sa percentile 1 hanggang percentile 99. Okay? So, hanggang 99 naman siya. Okay? So yun yung tatlong measures of position. Now, we're going to calculate the measures of position. Again, it's ungrouped data. When we say ungrouped data, they are not in the form of table, and ang bawat data ay bibilangin lang natin sila as 1. Or ika-count lang natin sila as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on and so forth. Kasi ang group data ay gumagamit ng table. Okay? So, ngayon, wala tayong table, but we need to compute the measures of position by quartile, by decile, and by percentile. Now, these are the formulas na gagamitin natin. Ang pinagkaiba lang nila is the denominator. The denominator of quartile is 4, denominator of decile is 10, and the denominator of percentile is 100. What is letter K? So, it means that this is the quartile, decile, or percentile na number na indicated kung anong position ang gusto mong hanapin. Example, quartile 3. So, yung K ng quartile ay 3. Kasi quartile 3 ang gusto mong hanapin. Kapag decile 2 naman, ibig sabihin si 2 yung ating letter K. Kapag percentile 61, ibig sabihin yung K natin ay 61. So, it depends kung ano ang papahanapin ni teacher sa inyo. Next, denominator for 10, 100. So, yung N natin, pare-pares lang yan. Ibig sabihin, yung N na yan is the total number of data. Of course, iba-iba yung given natin. Kung ilan yung binigay na data ni teacher, yun yung N natin. But yung 1, fixed na yan. Okay? So, let us answer the first example. The following are the quiz scores of 11 students. So, therefore, our N is 11. Kasi yun yung total number of data. So, we have 72 until 68. So, hindi po sila naka-arrange ng maayos. But in our definition a while ago, dapat daw it's ordered data. So, dapat naka-arrange muna sila bago natin malaman kung ilan or ano ang Q1, ang D5, at ang P75. Okay? So, let's proceed. The first step that we're going to make is to arrange them from list, pinakamababang number, hanggang sa pinakamataas na number. Kapag dumodoble yung number, arrange pa rin natin sila kahit na dumodoble yung mga numbers. Okay? So, next. After that, let us now solve for quartile 1. So, again, dahil quartile yan, ito yung gagamitin nating formula. And let us identify what is K and what is N. K is 1 because our quartile is, hinahanap natin ay quartile 1. Ano naman yung N natin? So, kanina, ang nakalagay doon, ilang estudyante? Ayan. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, 11 yung ating N kasi 11 yung estudyante. But this time, gagamitin natin yung naka-arrange na from least to greatest. So, ito yung K natin, which is 1, and your N natin will be 11. Okay? Kung ilan sila lahat. So, let us now substitute the values. So, yung K natin, let us substitute by 1. N will be 11. So, magiging 11 plus 1 divided by 4. Then, let's do the math. 11 plus 1 is 12. Then, 12. Yung 1 tsaka 4, just copy it. Then, 12 times 1 is 12. Then, sa baba is 4. Then, it means that division. So, ibig sabihin, i-divide na natin si 12 by 4. So, the answer is 3. But since it's measures of position, gagamitin natin is third. So, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on and so forth. So, we have third number from the left. So, we have 48, 52, then the answer is 56. So, therefore, the quartile 1 here is on 56. So, yung quartile 1, simula sa 56, pababa. Okay? Quartile 1, 56 ang position niya. Pero yung 25% simula dito, pababa. Okay? So, for the interpretation, manalaman din natin anong ibig sabihin ng quartile 1 na yan. Okay? So, next, let's proceed to our decile number 5. So, again, since it's decile, we will use this formula. And our K is 5 since D5 ang hinahanap. And yung N natin, same naman yung data ginamit natin, so 11 pa rin siya. Okay? So, let us substitute. We have now N plus 1, 11 plus 1, yung K, pinalitan natin ng 5, then yung divisor natin is 10, or yung nasa denominator. Okay? So, 10 plus 1 is 11, plus 1 is 12, so that is 12, multiplied by 5, divided by 10, so that is 60, 12 times 5 is 60, divided by 10. So, the answer is 6. So, our D5 is in 6th place. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, we have now 68. So, D5 or the median of this data is 68. Okay? So, median is kalahati, 50%. Okay, next, let's proceed now to percentile 75. Percentile 75, so we will use this formula over 100. So, K now is 75, and our N is also, parehas lang yung data natin, which is 11 pa rin. Okay? So, 75 is our K because P75 yung hinahanap natin. Okay? So, let us substitute. So, we have 11 plus 1 ulit yan. That is 12. Multiply by 75 divided by 100. 75 times 12 is 900 divided by 100. That is equal to 9. So, the P75 is located in 9th place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, we have 80. So, the P75 is 80. Okay? So, again, the P75 is 75%. Equivalent of it is quartile 3. Yan. So, pares lang sila. Kung if you want to solve quartile 3, 80 din na makukuha mo doon. Kasi pares silang 75%. Okay? So, next. Let's move on to the next example. For this example, the following are the quiz scores of 10 students naman. So, yung N natin, mapapalitan na siya, magiging 10 naman. And hindi pa naka-arrange, so we need to arrange from least to greatest. And we need to find the Q3, the D6, and the P25. Okay? So, let's start. First, we need to arrange from least to greatest. Now, from least to greatest, ayan, arrange na natin sila. We need to solve them using the formula again. So, alam na natin yung K natin, which is 3. Yung N natin is 10. So, substitute the values. We have now 3 times 11. 10 plus 1 tayo kanina. That's 11. That is 33 divided by 4. Okay? 33 divided by 4 is decimal. That is 8.25. Now, if the position is in decimal, medyo mahirapan tayong hanapin or i-locate kung nasaan siya. Maraming ways para malaman yung position niya if the answer is decimal. Pwedeng round off. Pero ang pinaka-commonly at safe na ginagamit ay using the linear interpolation. What is linear interpolation ba? So, ang linear interpolation, kukunin natin yung decimal part. Napaka-importante ng decimal part. So, yung 8.25 na yan ay sa gitna ng 8 at saka 9th place. Diba? Si 8.25. So, gagamitin natin dito ay linear interpolation. So, yung linear interpolation, kukunin natin yung decimal place niya. Ano ba talaga dapat ang ilalagay natin sa decimal place? So, it's in between 8 and 9. So, bibilangin ulit natin yung naka-arrange. Nasaan yung pang 8 at saka yung pang 9? Siyempre, magkasunod lang sila. So, we have 72 at saka 74. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, pang 8 si 72, pang 9 si 74. Okay? So, next, we will subtract the higher number to the lower number. It's always higher minus lower. So, we have 74 minus 72 is equal to 2. Okay? So, naka-color coding para alam nyo kung ano nangyayari doon sa mga kulay. So, si 2, kukunin ulit natin si 2. Ita-times naman natin siya doon sa, ayan, naka-color red. Dito siya yon. Yun. Galing siya sa 8.25. So, again, si 2, kukunin natin ulit si 2, i-multiply naman natin siya sa 0.25. Saan galing ang 0.25? Galing po siya sa decimal part ng 8.25. Ma'am, palagi po bang 0.25? Hindi. Depende kung ano ang decimal part ng nakuha natin kanina. Okay? So, lahat po ba, ma'am, isasali? Yes. So, lahat na makikita nyo dyan, isasali natin dito. Okay? Then, imumultiply natin dun sa sagot natin kanina, yung unang-una, which is 2. Then, ang lumabas is 0.5. Palagi po bang 0.5? Hindi rin. So, depende kung ano yung nakuha natin dito. So, kung ano yung nakuha natin dito, hindi palaging 0.5. Palagi po bang 2? Hindi rin. So, hindi fix yung mga sagot dyan. Nag-iiba-iba po ng sagot. Depende pa rin sa given. Ang fix lang dyan, ang mauna palagi dito ay mataas minus mababang number. Okay? So, after natin nakuha yung 0.5 na yan, ito yung palagi isa pang fix. Kukunin natin yung maliit na number, which is 72. In this case, yung maliit na number, 72. And i-add naman natin siya sa 0.5. Yun na yung pinaka-final answer. So again, ang operation, minus times plus. So 72 plus 0.5, we have 72.5. So the final answer is, the quartile 3 na hinahanap natin kanina ay 72.5. So that is the final answer. Again, we will use the linear interpolation if yung sagot natin ay decimal. Okay? So next example, same example but D6 naman ang hanapin natin. So K is 6, N natin 10 pa rin, same kanina. So substitute the value, copy si 6, okay? N plus 1 magiging 10 plus 1 divided by 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. So 11 times 6 is 66. Divided by 10, obviously, it's decimal. At pag decimal, gagamit ng linear interpolation. So 6.6 ay gitna ng 6th place at 7th place. So hanapin natin dun sa naka-arrange, alin yung pang-6 at pang-7 place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 68 pang 6th place. At ang pang 7th place ay 70. So, first step is we're going to subtract them. So, 2 na naman kasi same lang yung data na ginamit natin, kaya 2. So, 2, ita-times ulit natin siya sa ating decimal part. So, ang decimal part natin ay 0.6 or 0.6. So, ita-times natin si 2 sa 0.6. At ang lumabas, 2 times 0.6 is 1.2. Okay? So, 1.2. After that, ipa-plus naman natin si 1.2 doon sa mas maliit sa dalawang to, which is 68. Ma'am, palagi po yung maliit na number? Opo, yung palaging maliit na number. So, 68 plus 1.2 is equal to 69.2. So, the final answer here is 69. So, our answer here is 69.2. So, D6 equals to 69.2. Okay. Now, let us solve for P25 or percentile 25. So, your K is 25 and 10 is our N. So, let us substitute. We have 10 plus 1. That is N plus 1. And K is 25 divided by 100. 10 plus 1 is 11. So, that's 25 plus 11 times 11 divided by 100. So, 25 times 11 is 275 divided by 100. So, obviously, it's decimal again, 2.75. And we will use, again, linear interpolation. So, 2.75 ay gitna or between the second place and the third place. Okay, so hanapin natin using interpolation. Second place is 60 and third place is 62. First step, again, correct, subtract natin. 62 minus 60. So 2 pa rin kasi same lang ginamit natin na number. So we have 62 minus 60. Pero depende pa rin. Minsan kasing natin, pwede maging 5 yan, pwede maging 6, ganyan. Depende. Narito, 60 to 10. O, di ba malayo yan? O, dito lang yung nagba-by 2. Okay, so 2, mumultiply natin sa ating decimal part which is 0.75. So we have 0.75 ang ita-times natin sa 2. Then that is equal to 1.5. Then yung 1.5, tama, ipa-plus naman natin sa maliit na number which is 60. So the final answer is 61.5. So percentile 25 is equal to 61.5. So therefore, meron na tayong P25, 61.5, and it is also equal to quartile 1. So kung gusto mong itry, quartile 1, parehas lang sila ng sagot, 61.5. Okay? So, this is the activity. The following are the completion in minutes of 14 students in mathematics activity. So, in this case, 14 naman ang ating N, yung estudyante. Tapos ito, first thing is to arrange from least to greatest. So, pinakamababang number hanggang sa pinakamataas na number. Tapos, you're going to answer Q2, D7, P64. Again, if the answer is decimal, use linear interpolation. Kapag hindi decimal, proceed na lang tayong diretso doon sa places nila kung sino ang nandun sa place na yon. Okay? So, pwedeng lahat sila, decimal, o kaya dalawa lang or isa lang. Pwede naman, di naman pare-pares dapat decimal. Okay? So, pause nyo muna yung video nito, tapos try nyo sagutin. Okay? So, thank you so much for watching. At sa lahat ng ating ginagawa, bigyan natin ng pagmamahal at ibigay sa ating Panginoong Diyos ang ating karunungan. Maraming salamat. Hanggang sa muli. Bye-bye!